Are you feeling overwhelmed, tired, and weighed down by the struggles of life? Do you sometimes wonder if anyone sees the pain you're carrying? In moments like these, it's important to remember that Allah sees your pain. He knows you're tired, and He is closer to you than you might think. The Quran reminds us, "Verily, with hardship comes ease." It's a divine promise that no matter how difficult things may seem, relief is on the way. In this video, we're going to explore 7 signs that Allah is with you, even in your hardest moments. These signs are not only reassuring, but can also help you deepen your connection with Allah. Make sure to stay with us until the very end, because what you'll discover could completely change the way you view your struggles. Each point we discuss will reveal how Allah is silently working on your behalf, even when you can't see it. Missing out on any of these truths might mean missing out on the key to your inner peace. Number 1. Allah wants you to turn to Him. When you're in pain, it's easy to feel lost or disconnected. One of the most important things Allah wants from you during hardship is to turn to Him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever persists in asking for forgiveness, Allah will grant him a way out of every difficulty and a relief from every worry." In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions. Social media, constant notifications, and endless scrolling often take us away from the real connection we need, our connection with Allah. Instead of turning to Allah in times of struggle, we turn to the temporary escape that social media provides, hoping it will numb the pain. But the reality is, no one can help you the way Allah can. He wants you to call out to Him, to make dua, to ask for His help. And when you do, it's not just about solving the problem. It's about building a closer relationship with Allah, knowing that He is the ultimate source of comfort. One simple but powerful way to reconnect with Allah is by praying 2 rakat nafil and sincerely asking for His forgiveness. When you ask Allah for forgiveness from the core of your heart and trust in His plan, it can relieve the burden you're carrying. But remember, building a strong connection with Allah takes consistency and sincerity. It's about aligning your actions with His guidance, trusting that He is always there to help you. Ask yourself, are you turning to your phone or to your Creator when life feels heavy? Next time you feel overwhelmed, pause, make dua, offer 2 rakat, and trust that Allah will respond. Number 2. Allah knows your limit. Do you ever feel like life is throwing more at you than you can handle? It's easy to believe that you're at your breaking point, but Allah, in His infinite wisdom, never gives you more than you can bear. The Quran reassures us, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. Even when you're overwhelmed, remember that Allah knows your limits better than you do. Sometimes you might feel like you're drowning in problems, whether it's financial issues, health concerns, or family struggles. But these challenges are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to strengthen you. In today's fast-paced world, we often compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate when we can't keep up. But comparison only adds to the stress. Instead, focus on your journey with Allah. He knows your capacity and has placed these challenges in your life for a reason. One practical way to remind yourself of this is by taking a moment to reflect in silence, away from the distractions. Try asking yourself, what lesson is Allah trying to teach me through this hardship? Then, make dua, ask Allah for strength, and remind yourself that He knows your heart, your struggles, and your limits better than anyone else. Allah has designed these challenges to help you grow, not to break you. Trust in His plan, even when it feels overwhelming. Number 3. Allah removes people from your life for a reason. Have you ever felt abandoned or wondered why certain people suddenly drift out of your life? It can feel confusing or even hurtful when people you once relied on are no longer there. But sometimes, this is Allah's way of protecting you from those who are not good for your soul. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A man's religion will be that of his close friend, so let each of you look at whom he takes as a friend." In today's world, relationships can sometimes hold you back, especially if those around you harbor jealousy or ill intentions. For instance, if you're planning something important, like starting a business, pursuing further studies, or taking a step toward personal growth, a close friend's jealousy or negativity might cause you to abandon your plans. They may downplay your ideas or discourage you, all while appearing supportive on the surface. But not every friend has bad intentions. Many people offer advice out of genuine care. That's why it's essential to surround yourself with friends who align with your faith and values, those whose advice you can trust. While seeking advice is important, since we can't make every decision on our own, it's equally crucial to discern whether someone's guidance is uplifting or holding you back. Ask yourself, are the people in my life helping me grow spiritually? Or are they pulling me further away from my faith and personal goals? If someone is leading you into negative habits or sowing seeds of doubt and jealousy, Allah may be guiding you toward a healthier, more focused path. Next time you feel hurt by someone's absence, remember that Allah is guiding you away from those who could harm your progress and peace of mind. Number 4, rejection is often divine protection. When things don't go as planned, whether it's missing out on a job, a relationship not working out, or any other disappointment, it's easy to feel disheartened. But in Islam, we believe that rejection is often Allah's way of protecting us from something that wasn't meant for us. The Quran says, "But perhaps you hate a thing, and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing, and it is bad for you. And Allah knows, while you know not." Think of the times in your life when things didn't work out the way you hoped. Later, when you look back, you often realize that what felt like a setback was actually a blessing in disguise. Instead of seeing rejection as a failure, it's important to understand that Allah is directing you towards something better, something that aligns more closely with your true purpose. In today's fast-paced world, we're often too focused on immediate success. Social media can make us feel like we're always falling behind, but sometimes Allah closes a door to open a better one later. Trusting in His wisdom means believing that every rejection is part of a greater plan designed for your ultimate good. By learning to shift your perspective, you can transform rejection into an opportunity for growth. Number 5, finding strength through dua. When life gets overwhelming, it's natural to feel like you're carrying a heavy burden alone. But one of the most powerful tools we have in Islam is dua, or supplication. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Dua is the weapon of the believer." This highlights the immense strength we can draw from simply turning to Allah in our time of need. In a world where we are often encouraged to handle everything ourselves, we forget that seeking help through dua can lift the weight off our shoulders. Whether it's a personal struggle, financial hardship, or emotional pain, pouring your heart out to Allah through dua can bring you peace. Sometimes, all we need is a moment of sincere prayer to feel lighter and more in control of our situation. But we often make dua as a last resort, after we've exhausted every other option. What if we flipped that perspective? Imagine starting your day with dua, asking Allah to guide your steps, and ending it with gratitude for His protection and blessings. It's a way to involve Allah in every decision and difficulty you face, knowing that He is always there to help you navigate the trials of life. Dua is not just about asking for things, but about building a deeper connection with Allah. In times of pain and confusion, turning to Him strengthens your heart and mind, giving you the clarity and peace to move forward. Number 6, trusting Allah's timing. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning to be patient and trusting that Allah's timing is perfect. We often find ourselves asking, why isn't this happening for me yet? Whether it's waiting for success, a life partner, or a resolution to a problem. It's easy to feel frustrated when things don't happen as quickly as we hope. The Quran reminds us, indeed, Allah is with the patient. Think about it. How many times in your life did you want something to happen immediately, only to later realize that the delay was a blessing? Sometimes we aren't ready for what we're asking for, or Allah is protecting us from something we can't yet see. Trusting His timing means having faith that what is meant for you will never miss you, and what is not meant for you will never reach you. In today's world, we are conditioned to expect instant results, whether it's through technology or the fast pace of modern life. But life doesn't always work on our schedule. Part of trusting Allah is accepting that He knows what's best for us, and when it's best for us. Instead of constantly wondering why things aren't happening on your timeline, remind yourself that Allah's plan is greater than what you can see. With patience, everything will come at the right moment. Number 7. Allah's plan is always greater. When life feels uncertain, or when things don't go the way you expected, it's easy to doubt the path you're on. But we must always remember that Allah's plan is greater than any plan we could make for ourselves. The Quran says, "And they plan, but Allah plans." And Allah is the best of planners. There may be moments when you feel like you're constantly hitting roadblocks or that life is unfair, but in these moments, it's essential to trust that Allah's wisdom far exceeds our understanding. Sometimes, what seems like a setback is actually a redirection towards something better. What we perceive as challenges are often stepping stones to greater blessings. Reflect on your life. How many times have you looked back and realized that what you thought was a failure was actually an opportunity for growth? Trust that Allah's plan is always working for your benefit, even if it doesn't seem obvious in the moment. This trust requires surrendering control and recognizing that while we may have plans, Allah's plan is always the one that prevails. Once you internalize this, you will find peace, knowing that everything happening to you is part of a much bigger divine plan. Life is filled with moments of pain, uncertainty, and challenges, but it's in these moments that Allah is closest to us, guiding and protecting us in ways we may not immediately recognize. As we've discussed today, whether it's through patience, dua, or trusting Allah's timing, there are clear signs that He is with you, helping you navigate through life's hardships. Remember, Allah sees your pain, knows your struggles, and is silently working on your behalf. The key is to stay connected through prayer, to trust in His plan, and to be patient, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Sometimes, the greatest strength we can have is faith in the unseen, believing that Allah's wisdom is greater than any trial we face. As you move forward, keep these lessons in mind, and let them remind you that you're never alone. Allah's guidance is always with you, and in every difficulty, there is a hidden blessing waiting to be revealed. If this video resonated with you, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Share it with others who might need a reminder of Allah's mercy and guidance. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future content that will help strengthen your connection to Allah and inspire your journey in faith. May Allah guide and protect us all. Until next time, stay blessed.